Okay, I honestly feel like I'm losing my mind. Like I'm losing my sanity, my, you know, mental health. I feel like it drives me crazy, it drives me insane because honestly, I have no one in this life, I have no one who I can talk about this stuff. I have just this channel. I have just this channel and you guys. This channel where I can talk about this stuff, where I can be free and talk about how shitty this world is and this society and people in it and everything just doesn't make any sense. And apparently people are okay, people are fine with it. But no, we are not okay. Even those NPCs are not okay because we are highly depressed. And we you know that, like, what's the reason behind all this, why we are depressed. It's because of this system and this capitalism because this capitalism is a part of our daily lives and we cannot just escape it. Unfortunately, we cannot. So yeah, it's easy for them to say that, oh, Gen Z, they are depressed, millennials, they are depressed, young people are so depressed nowadays, and all this bullshit. Yeah, but yeah, it's true, we are depressed, but it's not our fault. And we all have some dramas in our lives, but we never asked for it. We all have traumas in our lives that are not healed, but we never asked for it. But it's still, as I said in my previous videos, I said that it's really popular to victim blaming. That's just how it is. Once you see some rapists and abused women, and we always excuse the rapist's behavior. So this is it, like capitalists are the ones who are the problem, and they say to us that we are the problem, that we are lazy, that we are depressed, but we are not the part of the problem. So yeah, I honestly feel like I'm losing my mind because yeah, I know I said it, like I have no one who I can talk about this, and like I just I know it's easy to say that, like, okay, Lucia, let's stop fighting. Let's just, don't care. Just don't care about it. Just don't fucking care. But how am I supposed to do it? I just don't know, because everything is still the same. It's still the same and even worse. And it's all repeating the cycle, the whole cycle of suffering and meaningless shit. Like, I think that we are just not angry enough. Like, we are just not angry enough. Because I think that sometimes the anger is not a bad thing. Like when you're just being angry about how this corrupt system works, how this whole capitalism, misogyny and patriarchy and injustice, unfairness, evil people, billionaires and narcissistic people, psychopaths, sociopaths, government, those are the ones who are part of this problem and those who create the most evil to innocent people like us. And then we have other group, we have those NPCs, those breeders, those ignorant people, and we say that, like, oh, it's okay. No, it's not really okay, actually. And we all know those people because it's our cousins, it's our family, so-called friends, because those are the ones who are those blissfully ignorant people. and being ignorant is just another word for evil. Because being ignorant means that you actually don't care about all this injustice, all this suffering, all this madness that's happening to everyone, to just human species, and or sentient beings, animals, etc., etc. And that is a privilege as well. Like don't care about something unless you're being personally affected. That is a privilege. So those people are the ones, those ignorant people are mostly the ones who are breeders, normies, and they are also the part of the problem. It's not just those evil creatures like I said before, for example, government, billionaires, rapists, murderers, capitalists, narcissistic people, etc., etc., etc. Not just them, but also those ignorant people who just live in their bubble, not just living in their bubble, but they also create and reproduce and make another people into this place, into this inhuman, into this cynic place. Cynical, it's cold, and I don't know, I just don't know what to do, because like every day feels like a big burden for me to be a part of this and to have no one in this life, in real life, who I can be, who I can talk to. And it's always this victim blaming. I mean, I have to say, guys, I appreciate all these IT channels. I mean, I think it's a good thing. It's like activism. When I watch these channels, such as mine, like channels who talk about these issues, because it's so easy to say that anti-natalist people are just depressed and they are just they had a shitty childhood and etc. But like, why it's I think it should be valid. Like, I mean, that's just like another reason to be an anti-natalist, because you actually have that experience and you have the empathy, and you don't want to create another suffering because you know how it feels like. So to me, it's pretty logical. So like saying things that I'm depressed because I had a shitty childhood and toxic family and all these things, I think that actually that's a pretty valid reason, because I just know that I don't want my child to suffer, because I cannot prevent this. I can try and try and try to be the best mother, but it's not just upon me, because I can't control the things that my child is actually the part of the society, part of this outside world. So how can I actually prevent suffering from my child? It's not possible, because I'm a human. I'm not a god, or I don't know. I don't have a superpower, so I cannot, and I cannot like prevent nothing. I cannot change that. So those people, because I see those people ranting about us, like, okay, they can. I mean, we can all argue. Like when they say that like anti-natalists are just depressed and they had a shitty childhood. Not everyone, and it doesn't. I mean, as I said, it's actually a pretty valid point, because we actually have that empathy, and we actually know that there is a lot of suffering in this world, and this world just doesn't work how it should be. That this world is so fucking far away far, far, far away from a perfect world. Like from a world where we can all be united, we can all help each other, where it's not just about these transactions and nothing is just nothing is authentic in this life. You always have to pretend because of everything, because of work, because you just want to fit in. So you want to fit in because everyone just thought you that you have to fit in, but like why? So then you actually lose. Then you actually lose your identity. Then you are actually losing who you are just because of this fucking price to fit somewhere you don't even want to fit in. We all know that because it's like a high school thing, you know. It's like, yeah, and you're just a victim. You don't know how things works. You're just a kid. You just everyone just gaslight you and telling you what to do. They don't even know what is right to do, you know. And these older generations, you know, I think that I don't know. I think that there is some progress because there is more and more like child-free women, and like our generation and Gen Z is progressive in this topic, like talking about mental health, talking about like this capitalism, talking about like choosing a child-free life, talking about this environment, you know, because all these things are actually really important and well, I mean, um, it's easy to just ignore it and just to reproduce and have kids and just like say like, oh fuck, just you're just being lazy, you're just being depressed because you are so fucking moron. You actually don't care about what's happening in this life. It's easy for you because you just care about yourself and your selfish desires, and you know, you don't even know um, what does it mean to be empathic, you know, what empathy is, you know, you don't know what it means. So it's easy for you to say these things like we are depressed, we are lazy, we are just different and all these things. I mean, I'm cool with it, you know. You can label me like that because I'll be lazy because I refuse to be a slave. I refuse to be a machine, someone's machine, you know. So I mean, mental health and all these things. This is like important thing, and um, I saw a title on someone's video that if you are being yourself, you actually won at life. You actually win at life, and it really resonates with me because I can say that I fully agree. I said it before. I'm saying it all the time that for me it's really important to just being who I am, you know, just to be who I am. And if someone doesn't like it, it's not my fault, and I don't want to please people, or you know, I don't want that. I just want to be me. I just want to talk about things that are important for me, because I know that like I just cannot go onto streets and just like talking to some morons about how this world like is problematic, you know. But I know that like I can share it here on YouTube, and people who want to watch this, they just gonna watch it, you know. That's the point. But like in real life, it's really harsh. It's really like, yeah, it's like you feel like you are the one who is not sane, even though you know deeply that it's not true. But you actually think about stuff and you actually see many flaws, and that like you know that like it shouldn't be different. It should be different. It shouldn't be like that. So I don't know what to do, to just like say like ignore this, ignore. I just can't fully. I don't know how. I mean, because as I said, like this whole, you know, capitalism and It's like part of my life, even though I reject it in my own life. I don't buy clothes and this fast fashion. I have a few clothes. I mean, I don't. I go to thrift shop. I just want to live authentically. With my values. But like, I cannot really escape this when I'm here on this planet, and when I have to do this, wage slavery, this, like anyone else. So of course, and everything is, you see how highly expensive for us, you know so like, it's easy to say that, like, just ignore this, ignore. Yeah, it's victim blaming. Those privileged, mostly rich white men are the ones who are telling us that, like, we are the problem. Those disgusting rich people, rich men. I'm fucking tired, because those are the ones who are responsible for many things, for this suffering as well. Because I don't know, I just feel that, like, everyone should have the right to live with dignity and not just, like, suffer all the time. I think that, like, it's insane that we live in a world where it's like possible to easy go homeless, and people just say to you once again, like, victim blaming all the time, that, like, it's your fault all the time. Of course, it's really easy to go homeless with the system like this. I mean, and it's fucking sad. It's depressing, but it's so lack of empathy. It's so lack of empathy to just say that it's their fault. Like. Okay, guys. I don't know. I just wanted to say this because I feel like I'm losing my mind in a world like this. So this YouTube is a safe space for people who think the same. People just don't, refuse to. People who just think out of the box. People who just want to create a better world. People, at least, who just want to talk about it, because I think that just talk about it, it's actually something. It means something, because as I said, like, you see, ignorance is bliss. So, like, when we talk about it, it's a one step. I mean, because we are not the problem, and we just, you know we are not the problem. This is everything is just doesn't make any sense, and it forces us to believe that it's right, and it forces us to believe that it should be like that. But deeply we know that no, actually, we can cope, we can try to adapt, yeah, but we know deeply that this is not the right way, and that, like, many things are just so off and unfair, and that, like, this lack of empathy, I think, is a huge tragedy, like, and this hatred everywhere, even on social media, everywhere, this disgusting hatred, it's really insane. I mean, but just keep it real. I just want to talk about it more and more and more, and being open and authentic. And I appreciate everyone who support me, guys. Everyone who um who know who knows what I'm talking about, and all the channels who I watch, and people like you who are just honest and open, and you are not afraid to speak up. Like me, I'm not afraid to speak up. I want to speak more, and I know that it can help someone in some way. And yeah, just keep it real, just being who you are, and uh, you need to know that you don't need toxicity in your life. You only need to stay true to yourself and take care of yourself at first. Okay, thanks guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your comments, your feedback, your sharing, your support, your love, and see you next time. Peace. Gen Z.